Hello students, how are you? My today's lecture is on integrated rate equation for first order reaction. I have derived the integrated rate equation for zero order reaction. Now I am talking of the first order reaction. What is the meaning of this? Supposing I have a reaction, R gives product. We already know that what is a first order reaction. The rate of the first order reaction is expressed as K constant R power 1. So this is the first order reaction. I will try to get integrated rate equation from this. We already have told you I can express it like this, K. So what will be this? K into R. I take this dt on the other side minus, and let me bring this R here. So what I get, minus K into dt. So here is a small amount of integration which is involved. If I say that this is the reaction which is taking place, and at time t equal to 0, R0 is the concentration of R, and at time t equal to t, the concentration of R I am writing as RT. So RT is the concentration of R at time t, and at time t equal to 0, R0 is concentration. So we are going to now integrate this. When I integrate this within the limits, dr by R limits, we are saying R0 is the concentration at time t equal to 0, and RT is my concentration at time t. K is a constant, and here we are integrating from 0 to t. So we already know that dr by R is nothing but ln of R, and the limits here are our R of t and R of 0. This is a simple integration which you already know about it. So what will be this value? Minus K and t, the limits are t and 0. So what will be this? Minus kt. Minus k, when you put t 0 is 0. What is this value? This will come to be R ln R of t, divided by R of 0 is equal to minus kt. So what you are getting, this equation I can express it like this: ln of RT minus ln of R0 is equal to minus kt. Or I can say that ln of RT is equal to minus kt plus ln of R0. This is important relationship. This is the concentration of R at time t, and this is the concentration of R at time t equal to 0. K is my rate constant. Students, you can see that this is the equation of a straight line. This is the equation of a straight line where this is the, if I make a graph of the ln of R versus ln of R, this is my y, m, x axis versus time. That what type of graph I will get in this case? As the time increases in minutes or seconds, what you will find that the value of this will keep on decreasing. It will be the graph of a straight line. What you are getting is a straight line here, and the this, if I consider this is my intercept at time t. At time t equal to 0, this becomes 0, and this value becomes equal to this, which is nothing but my ln of R0. This ln of R0 is nothing but my concentration at time t equal to 0 for the reactant R, which I have written, and the slope is, what is the slope here? As you can see, slope is nothing but minus K. So minus K is the slope of this reaction. This is the graph of the first order reaction. So it is important because this is my natural log. If I want to convert into log to the base 10, the values of which are available in the table, and we can use in solving the questions, you already know that this will become 2.303 log to the base 10 R of t is equal to then minus k of t, and then here 2.303 log of to the base 10, and what you have is r0. So this is the same thing, students. I can convert them into by multiplying by 2.303 into log to the base 10, because these values are available in the log tables and we can use these values to solve the question. So we have derived the equation for the first order, which is very important. And one more thing, let us see how we can find the half-lives and also the lifetime for a first order reaction. What we have written here, what is the formula which we have already derived? We are saying that, or we can say that for first order reaction, the kT can be expressed as ln of what you are getting. If I take this kT, this it will be like this. This is my equation, or I can express 2.303 log of R0 by RT. Important relationship for solving large number of questions. R0 I am saying is my original concentration for time t equal to 0, which I am saying is R0, and at time t the concentration is RT, that is the amount of R which is left. Or in other words, if I say that at beginning the concentration of A was R was A, and supposing X is the amount reacts. If X is the amount which reacts after T, then what is left out is A minus X. And what is at P? The amount of P is nothing but X. Sometimes it is more convenient to express this equation in this form for solving questions, because sometimes there is a confusion among the students. So I can say it A minus X. A is the concentration of R reactant at time t equal to 0, original concentration. A minus X is the concentration after time t. So time could be 50%, 3/4 or 99. Such questions will be there in the exams which we are going to tell you now. Another graph which looks to me from this is the rate minus dr by dt is a rate is proportional to the concentration of the reactant. This is the concentration of my R. So if I plot a graph of minus dr by dt, which is nothing but the rate versus concentration, then what type of graph we are getting, students? At when R is 0, this as the value of it is directly proportional to the rate is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant. So as the concentration will increase, you will get this value. So this is a straight line graph, and students, what I am trying to say, y is equal to mx plus c. The intercept is 0 and m is the slope here, which is equal to k. So this is another graph which I have told you, because graphs questions are always asked. We should be very careful about the graphs, because such questions will be there in the paper. Furthermore, let us see some important things which we want to derive. Let us see what is the half-life of first order reaction. Half-life we already told you is the time for half of the reaction to complete. Half of the reaction to complete. That means in this equation RT will become equal to R0 by 2. And if I put this value here, what is this? KT half. KT half is equal to 2.303 and log of R0 divided by R0 by 2. This cancel out, so it becomes 2.303 and log of 2. Log of 2 value is known to us. Student, you can remember it. It is 0.301. So 2.303 into 0.301 will be equal to 0.693. Therefore, we can say that half-life is equal to 0.693 by K. Important relationships for this shows that what it shows, students, that the half-life for first order reaction is independent of the concentration R of the reactant. It does not depend on the concentration of the reactant. Half-life of first order reaction is always constant. You can take 10 grams, 1 kilogram or 100 grams or 1000 kg. The half-life will remain the same. All the radioactive decay of radioactive isotopes like C14 etc. they follow the first order kinetics. They are all first order. Their half-life is constant. You will see that most of the times when I will talk about radioactive isotopes, they have a half-life. So this half-life is always constant for a first order reaction. Another interesting thing, that by using this equation which I have written, kT is equal to 2.303 log of R0 by RT, I can find the time required for 3/4 of reaction to complete. 3/4 of reaction to complete. What it means? If 3/4 of the reaction is completed, R to P, if a 3/4 is completed, what is the amount left? 1 minus 3 by 4, 1 by 4. So the amount left after 3 by 4 will be 1 by 4. The equation can be written like this. Important for exam students. So what we are getting, log of R0, and this value will take 1 by 4 of R0. This gets cancelled, so you get 2.303 log of 4. Students, log of 4, you already know how to calculate the value of log of 4. What will be the value of the log of the 4, students? So K T 3 by 4 is equal to 2.303 log of 2 the square. So this is nothing but 2.303 into 2 into log 2. Again, you know log 2 is, this is 2 into 2.303 into 0.301. So 2 into 0.693. So what you are getting, this value for T3 by 4 value. If you compare this relationship divided by K equation, if you compare it with the half-life, you can see that this is 0.693 by K. This is 2 times of half-life. So T3 by 4 is coming to be 2 times of T half. Important relationships, because such questions are usually asked in the examinations. And if you want to find T 99.9%, that means time for the reaction to complete to 99.9%. Completion of 99.9%. So what is the amount left? Then if R0 is my original concentration, then what is happening? This is gone. So I can assume 90 minus 0.999 R0. So what will be the amount left? 0.001. So this is the amount which will be left in this case. And what will be the value then? So T 99.9% will be equal to, students, KT by 99 will be equal to R0 log of R0 divided by this value 0.001 R0. This will get cancelled. So this is coming to be, there is a 2.303 also. So what is this value? Log of 10 minus 3 will go up. Log of 10 power 3 into 2.303. That means 3 log 10. So 3 into 2.303 log 3, 2.33 log 10 into 3 into log 10 is 1. So this value is coming to be how much? 3 into 2, 6.303. 6.303. 6. So what do you find here, students? This value will be what? How much? This value will be 10 times of this value. This will be 693. 6.93. So this value which will come, students, will be 10 times of this half value. This value is nothing but 10 times of T half. These are some of the relationships which are asked in the papers. You should be very careful, and they are very important, which I have tried to derive here. Another important thing is, if I make a graph of T half, if I make a graph of the T half versus the concentration, how it will look. Half-life is independent of the concentration, we told you. So if I make a graph of R versus T half for first order, it will be horizontal line. So this value shows that with change in R, there is no change in half-life. These are the graphs which are important, which I have made it for you. One more graph which I want to show you is, for half-life, graphs are very important for the examination point of view, and that is, if I want to find the lifetime means 100% completion. How 100% completion? What is the value? Kt is equal to ln 2.303 log of R0 divided by RT. That means when the reaction is T100, 100% means that this value will become 0. That all the reactant is consumed. When this will become 0, what will be this value, students? Anything by 0, this becomes infinity. So infinity, you know that at infinity, this value will become 0, which is not possible. So that means for first order reaction never completes. First order reactions never completed. They are never completed. So first order reaction will never be completed. It will never be 100% that all the reactant will get converted into product. Then it is not possible. And further important thing here, that I can say that Kt is equal to ln of R0 by RT, or I can write minus Kt is equal to ln of RT by R0. If I take the anti-log, then it will take another form, which is E minus Kt. It becomes E minus Kt is equal to RT by R0, or another formula, RT is a concentration after time T is equal to R0 e power minus Kt. Another formula, this is the exponential form. This shows that the concentration of R, what it shows, that if I make a graph of R versus time, the concentration of R decreases exponentially. When its T is 0, then it becomes this point, then it is equal to R0, and it decreases exponentially. Important graphs for the examination points of view. So students, I am stopping at this point. In my next lecture, I will tell you how, if there are gaseous products, then what will be the reaction look like.